Hello people of YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. It is I, Mark Manis, and today is another episode of my movie reviews. And I got my shirt on, and I am joined by my friend Tan here, and we're doing a movie review of the Warcraft movie. And I'll be talking a lot about it, so spoiler alert, and let's get it on. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen the movie yet, it was directed by Duncan Jones, and I've only ever seen one of his movies, The Source Code, which I really liked. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt with this movie, and gave him my full trust in making this movie really good. And it wasn't as bad as what critics were saying, but they weren't wrong for a lot of things, and I'll explain why. But for now, let's talk about the story. So the story of the movie is basically a race of humanoid creatures called the Orcs are trying to escape their dying world called Draenor, and to do that, they have to open up a portal that leads to the other side of a different world called Azeroth, which is basically the home of us humans. And to do that, they have to put their trust in a stupid orc named Gul'dan, who dabbles in dark magic called Fel, and he uses the life force of the other inhabitants of their planet called Draenei, and basically uses their life essence to power and fuel this portal to open up. He sends the best of the best through that portal so they can go into Azeroth, pillage and ravage, and kidnap more people to use as fuel for another portal to send the rest of the horde of orcs over. Now the humans are faced with a dilemma. They have to figure out what's going on, who's doing it, and why, and how the hell do they stop it before everything in their world, in their planet, is destroyed. So we'll start off with some of the good stuff. I think the CGI and the motion capture in the movie were awesome, and it was well done, and it was some of the best that I have seen actually, and I loved it. I loved Toby Kebbell's portrayal of Tan, and I loved his motion capture because I could see every expression and facial reaction and facial movement that he was giving to the character. And again, like I said, that was some of the best motion capture I've seen in a long time. And the CGI, you need a lot of it for a movie like this, of this scale. You're recreating another world, so CGI is necessary to bring it to life. Bad CGI could have happened, but the CGI was pretty damn good. Stormwind City, holy crap, they did such good detail with the districts. You had all the different districts, and they had their color-coded roofs like in the game, and that was well done. The portal that the orcs were using to get to Azeroth, the detail and the amount of time that must have took to get every single detail down was perfect. It was awesome, and I was really happy with that. They had the statues and the swords, and then the dragon head at the top, and the way the portal opened up and the way the energy was emanating from the portal was well done. The portal looked exactly like it did in the game, but it was awesome, and it was really, really good, and that was one of the best things about the movie. Second best thing, the fight scenes, the set pieces for the action, and the battles, and the big skirmishes. That was cool. That was really well done. So some of the disappointing things in the movie were usually just based around the human side. I really loved the orcs. I got connected to them. I really liked all those characters. But then we have the human side, who I did not care about at all. Like, except for maybe Andom and Lothar, that was it. I didn't care about Grona. I didn't care about King Lane. I didn't care about anybody of that side. A lot of the acting on that side were subpar at most, and the most notable one, but the character I probably hated the most in the movie was Khadgar. And that sucks because he is a huge character, he's very important, and he's a big role and has a big role to play in any of the future installments if they decide to have sequels. But I don't like the actor. He did a really bad job. I don't think his acting was very good. There was a lot of moments in the movie where I could tell he was acting, and that was disappointing. The moment I saw him in the movie trailer, though, I honestly did not think right away, I did not think he was suited for the role. He did not remind me of Khadgar. I understand Khadgar is supposed to be younger here, but he did a very bad job of acting, and the fact that I could tell he was acting for a lot of the scenes was very disappointing for me and threw me off a lot. Another character I wasn't a huge fan of was Ben Foster's Medivh. I felt like he was overacting a little too much. I just could not get on board with his character, which sucks because, again, Medivh is another big character as well, and I really like Ben Foster. I've seen him before, and he has surprised me many times, but this was just not one of them. Another thing that really bothered me in the movie were the accents that the humans had. I could tell that they were faking their accents, which was unfortunate. So overall, I think this movie could have been way better. I feel like the storyline was too rushed. I really liked the CGI, the motion capture, and the battle sequences and the action set pieces. Those were all really good. But then there was the acting, and the story was, again, a little rushed, and just the character development wasn't there because there was just too many characters and so very little time to kind of give them all the screen time that they needed to really develop into anything. So if I had to give this movie a rating out of 5, I think I would give it 3 out of 5. That was a lot lower than I was hoping I'd give it, but there was a lot of problems with this movie. I really liked it. Again, if I was going to base it on the fan service, I would give it a 5 out of 5. I'd make it perfect because there was a lot of things in this movie that pleased me as a Warcraft fan. But as a normal moviegoer who has no idea what Warcraft is and who has no idea who any of these characters are, I would have walked out of that movie and probably never want to watch it again. So I give it that rating, and yeah. So that's it for my video. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you again for stopping by. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the movie, and if you enjoyed it too, and who your favorite character was. So don't forget to follow me on Twitter and my Facebook page at It's Mark Madness, and give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below so you can keep track of all my videos. Okay, thanks again for stopping by, and remember, don't forget to keep the madness going. I'll see you guys later.